Okay, this is the Dungeon Master, and this is session one of Heroes Wanted. We're going to be joining Nicholas, Einjamin, and Tristan, and their players are going to just kind of go over some of their background and how they came to be together, and then we're going to get started. So go ahead, guys.
Well, I'll go first. I'm Benjamin. I'm about 18 years old. I've been at the academy, which is a very prestigious school for warriors, um, several hundred miles away. And my my father had to spend a great deal of money to send me there, and there was a great deal of pressure. And I have graduated, and now I'm out, um, sort of putting my skills to use. And I've encountered my half brother from my father's first marriage. Um, this is Nicholas.
Right, and I'm Nicholas. I'm Benjamin's older brother. I also went to the academy where I trained. Left there and learned about the divine inspiration of Torm. I became a paladin in his service. Most contact with the family, with the academy, with everything from my past life as I entered into the service of being a paladin. However, I received an obscure message that said I should seek out my half brother. We've just reconnected. I'm not sure what's going on with the family. I'm not sure what's going on in the world. And ready to go to battle.
And I am Tristan. I also went to the academy, training for many years, also 18. I was actually a friend to Anjamin. You know, I like to teach him little things here and there, get him up to scruff, what they say. Oh, my family inside, it's quite wealthy. I've come from nothing.
Your younger sister dated my brother. Oh, your older sister, right? Sorry.
Yes, my sister, Trista. She's amazing.
You're Tristan, and your sister's name is Trista.
I'm Tristan, and she is Trista. They like my family likes to tease, you know. Trista Tavala, Tristan Tavala.
Right. Well, to my friends, I'm Anjay.
Yes, I am your friend. You can call me Trist.
So I should say Benjamin Shalemorn, and I suppose that Nicholas being my half brother on my father's side, he'll probably have the same last name, Shalemorn.
Indeed.
And I'm actually, I don't think we actually talked about how we meet at all.
No, we could talk about how we look. I've got a.
So, just to jump in here real quick, in order to run with what Nicholas's backstory is there about receiving a missive about meeting his half brother here, we're actually going to have that be to where you guys all received that same message saying to meet here and that you would be meeting Nicholas, Einjamin, and Tristan, and you guys have all known each other from long ago, but this is the first time that Einjamin and Tristan are seeing Nicholas in a very long time, and Tristan and Einjamin have not seen each other since they left the academy themselves, and that's been, at least a year to, maybe 2 years at most. The academy graduates, when you're ready, but 16, 17 is about the earliest that people really can graduate and go forth into the world. So it's been a short while, but still a while since Einjamin and Tristan have seen each other. Nicholas and Einjamin and Tristan, on the other hand, have not seen each other probably since Nicholas graduated, and since he was a prodigy of sorts, he probably could have graduated by 15, 16 at the latest, and could have been gone now for quite some time.
And we're far away from there, right? We're about what you
Oh,
said we'd be.
yes. Yes, you guys are weeks away from the actual inner city of the human empire that is the new empire. The old human empire had crumbled and fallen away, and the world had entered a dark ages that it's just now recovering from. And so now the new empire is pretty full of themselves for what amounts to just a handful of cities that have loosely banded together. But it does have one of the most fortified and ancient cities that existed long before this new renaissance of sorts that the world is experiencing. And this um, mighty city is the densest population of people. So they are the only game in town, so to speak, but they are not an empire in the sense of like the Roman Empire or anything like that. They're
Understood.
just a collection of cities that have decided that they're better off working together, and that has allowed the center main city to become very prosperous as it can rely on its vassal cities to provide food in the winter, so it has swollen its population, which has allowed it to swell the ranks of its armies and therefore extend its influence outwards.
What would be the name of that mighty city?
Well, I figured we would kind of fill things in as we go since we're not using any of the published worlds or anything like that. So rather than have everything be 100% set in stone, I figured we'd kind of explore the world together. And as we fill it in, I have some friends who happen to be cartographers and artists, and I will have them do portraits of the characters that will be 100% custom and original for what you guys want your characters to look like, as well as a map of the world that we'll kind of fill in together.
Oh, that's cool.
That's amazing. That's great. So are we describing our characters now?
With some input from the other game that I had mentioned, I'm going to be using both games to kind of work from two different ends of the map. They're far away from you guys right now, but it's going to be playing off of the same world in roughly the same time frame, and we'll see how
Hmm.
that works out as we go.
Well, that's interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, also,
I
a question. Sorry.
go ahead.
So for that year or so that we were out of the academy, what exactly were we doing at the time?
Well, mostly what you would have been doing is going and traveling and setting up where you would have been kind of assigned. The academy trains soldiers, priests, healers, all manner of basically what would amount to like your emergency responders and your National Guard type of people. And as you guys graduate from the academy, they will tell you, okay, we want you to go here and help the group that is there build
It's like the
new
Mormons.
homes. Yeah, yeah, and some of you will be given specific jobs. Others will be given posts where you're just supposed to go and serve the greater needs of the kingdom there, because essentially the human empire fancies itself as the rightful inheritors and rulers of all of the lands that used to be the old empire. But these lands don't recognize the authority of the empire, and even though they have the largest army and the best armed and most well trained and all of that, they still cannot just send all of their troops to everywhere at once and subdue everybody all at one time. And they want to basically create goodwill by sending all of these emissaries of the empire out into the world to, just build up the goodwill of the empire. We're here to help. What's going on? Do you got bandits attacking your roadways? Well, we will take those highwaymen and string them up. Do you got granary that is crumbling? Well, we'll get some workers together and we'll rebuild it. And that is what the empire's main goal is with sending you guys out here. But a lot of times what ends up happening is you become defunct adventurers, who kind of patrol the area, defeating what would be threats to the area, as well as dealing with problems as they arise. Maybe there's a fire that is spreading rapidly in the city or something like that. Those are the kinds of things that you're trained to deal with and expected to go out into the world and deal with.
Are we known to do that sort of thing? Is it if people looking at us and see, like, if is there a way that they know that we're academy trained and that we're the people to call for that, or is it are we kind of sort of on our own recognizance as far as finding work to do?
I think you broke him.
Oh,
The arms and armor that you're given when you graduate is clearly identified with the insignia of the empire, which marks you as various knights and paladins and clerics and what have you of the empire. And so that's basically like your royal seal, your imperial emblem that lets everybody know I'm from the new empire. And you guys usually also have like identifying cloaks that have the insignia emblazoned on the outside, and that's basically like your graduating gown and hat. Uh, from a modern analogy, you're given these cloaks as you graduate.
no, cool.
Good, good, good.
And Tristan, what is not Tristan? Yeah, no, Tristan. What is your last name? I didn't catch it.
Thavalur. Thavalur.
I'm gonna need that again. PH.
Thavalur.
Thavalur. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we meet in an inn.
Yes.
I still have my very, very close cropped hair from academy, sort of shaved, very military-like cut. Tall, youthful features, very youthful. And
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my armor. I got the chainmail armor from the academy, and I've got my my pacupine, which is a sort of a leather boot attached to a leather strap that carries a long pike and several javelins. And I've got Gladius at my side, and I've got shield, brown hair, and sort of crystalline green eyes, pale green eyes. No facial hair at all. Like
Okay.
even, not even like that. Not even like that sad attempt at a mustache. Even that isn't there. It's just could be 14, could be 16. It's hard to tell. Except I am quite tall, so I'd be a really really tall 14-year-old.
Right. So Tristan, he is fairly tall, medium, 6 feet, maybe a little less without his boots. It's got medium cropped hair. It's just past his ears. Dirty blonde, very dirty blonde. And if you look at his face, it's quite sharp actually. It's if you look at the right angles, you almost think he was a woman. But aside from that, he's wearing chain shirt with just regular adventuring clothes underneath, and of course his cloak. He has a glaive strapped to his back, as well as 2 hand axes on either of his hips. And of course, he has the usual, backpack full of supplies and things like that.
Oh, I've got that too.
Yes, and his eyes are a nice, bright hazel.
You say pink? No, hazel.
Hazel.
Okay.
That's pink eyes, really?
Well,
I could.
Not the cleanest place to live, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm Nicholas. I am the image of what a strapping young paladin should be. I look absolutely clean cut. I look like I would be a paladin. I'm built like I would be a paladin, and I carry myself like the best kind of paladin there is.
And how is that exactly?
We
More
just
regal
bask-
than you.
More
we just
regal
bask
than
in your- we just bask in your paladin glow.
Yes, Tristan. Always perfect.
Well, Ingemin, one of us has to be.
Well, that one will be you.
Oh, don't worry, Benjamin. I can give you some tips.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, we all... I assume that I got this message from one of you, but is that the case? Did we all get a message?
I thought Nicholas sent it. It didn't. No, I thought it was you.
It wasn't me. Absolutely not.
I got my message and assumed, Ingie, that you had gotten into some kind of trouble. It was very vague.
Well, mine was also vague, but as you can see, I'm in no trouble.
Yeah, me
We
neither.
shall see.
Yeah, I also thought he would be in trouble too. How we
You
get
thought-
some scraps.
You both thought I'd be in trouble. Well, I appreciate your vote of confidence.
I always had
perfectly fine.
always had your back. Maybe a little farther away, but I had it.
Well, that's a nice thing to say, at any rate.
But lads, if none of us sent the message, then who did?
Are we actually starting? I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, no, we're
Have we
ready to begin.
I roll a perception check of where we are. So
Not
you might
mid
look
yet.
at us.
So you guys were told to meet here at the Manticore's Tail, an inn way on the outskirts of the human lands on what would be the border between where the orcs have mostly been pushed back to thanks to the combined efforts of several of the human cities working in conjunction to beat back some of the hordes of orcs that had been raiding and invading for a very long time after the fall of the last empire, but by kind of banding together, they have finally been pushed back into a mountainous area with a huge forest beyond it that is a little ways away from here. It's not exactly right on the border, but you're closer to there than the heart of the empire. And so you guys are way on the outskirts here, and you have met at this rather large crossroads inn called the Manticore's Tail, where the message told you to meet. However, even though you guys have been here now for about a day, day and a half, maybe Nicholas has been here a bit longer as he was already out and about and might have been in the area. But as you guys have already been here now, um, awaiting each other's arrival and finally have come together, which one of you was the last one to arrive?
I'm sure it'll be me.
No, it would. Yeah, I was out this way also. I didn't come. I didn't realize that that Tristan was out here, but I
I was sent a message to come here. I had a nice, soft, nice, easy ride up.
So, as Tristan walks through the doors of the Manticore's tail, he sees Nicholas and Einjamin already seated at a table. And strolling over to his friends, he takes a seat, and you guys look around. And if you move your character tokens around, you can see the surroundings. You see several people wandering about the inn. One of them is playing a lute off to the side, and she softly sings a few songs as various people eat their meals. There's a peasant off to the side just gnawing on some hard bread and very stale cheese that he is dipping the bread in a bowl of stew. He's just kind of sitting there gnawing on it hungrily. You can tell that he's a very poor man who probably saved up a bit to be able to come here and eat, which these areas have been experiencing rather hard times when it comes to a surge of new an influx of people coming and living there, and so the food stores have been threatened. And with winter approaching in a few weeks, you're already deep into autumn at this time, so it will be not long before winter comes, and whatever is stored away is going to be all that is left for everybody to be able to survive on in the winter. So this poor farmer has saved up all that he could to be able to come here and eat a hot meal, as opposed to whatever he could forage and whatever dried goods he has stored away at his house. So um, that's who you see over here in the corner next to the lute player. You notice, and for Nicholas and Einjamin who have been here, you would have known her already. You notice Maddie, the barmaid, running around busily going back and forth from the kitchen and the bar to the various tables, bringing people more mugs of ale and mead and bowls of stew. Each of the bowls of stew costs 1 silver piece, a steep price here in this area, as you can typically get an entire meal for that price. But for some reason, the food here is extra delicious and it's been scarce, so getting to come here and eat this stew is considered a great honor to be able to come to this Crossroad Inns and eat here. They have a rather locally famous chef that Einjamin and Nicholas would have heard people talking about. The main story that goes around is that he always has a chicken sitting alongside him as he cooks, and he always says that one day he's going to kill and cook the chicken, but everybody knows that he's had her since she was a hatchling, and he loves her like it was his pet dog.
That's good.
So it is an inn.
Yes,
Yes.
there are rooms upstairs.
That's where Nicholas and I have been staying.
So Tristan has come in, sat down next to both of you. We had that conversation of, I thought you sent it. I thought you sent it. Um, so, so, Nicholas, then you got orders? Then is there an insignia, signature, anything to tell why we are here then?
Out of character to the DM, I don't believe there's anything specific in my note. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, the note does not bear any kind of official seal, nor was it signed or sealed with anything that you guys would recognize. It just
Okay.
had a plain wax seal and was brought to you by the same um, Pony Express style messenger service that everybody uses in the Empire to send messages to people.
Right?
Out of character to the DM, if we have something we want to communicate with you personally for future reference, but we don't want the group to hear it, do we do Discord, or would you prefer to use the interface on the Roll20?
Okay, so because I'm streaming this, I'm not bouncing
Mm-hmm.
back and forth to Discord, so you're better off just using the whisper command to whisper to the GM. I believe it's slash WGM.
Let me test this. Unrecognized command / whisper space DMGM.
Yeah, I think it's space GM. I'm sorry.
Did that show up for you? I just did
Yes, hi, yes.
it. No, it was supposed to be secret.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. That was. Then I will
Yes,
not
it is
say that.
/W space
I will not say
It's
that I got a
/W space
test.
GM.
And then whatever you want to type, Sean.
All right.
But just be aware that people will be able to see later what you said.
Got it.
If you want something to be completely secret, send it to me in Discord in secret, and then
you'll get it later.
Right, I'll get it later. If there's anything like I need to know right away in the game, like by all means send me a whisper, but people can go back later and watch and see.
Right. Okay.
Sure. So I'll just answer up back in game. Tristan, I know not where this missive came. I know not from whom. It was very plain. As I said, I'm very happy to see you here with NG, but I assumed that he had once again everyone.
Well, no, that's not fair. You've not been around for quite some time. I acquitted myself quite well at the academy. In your
you graduated top of the class then?
Well, no, not exactly.
No. He has shaped up. I have personally, as his friend, his best friend, has shaped up so well.
Well,
to see a good influence on them. But
Of course.
I assumed that was just the case. But so no, Tristan, I truly do not know what brings us all here.
Tristan will, look around and see if there's anybody who's actually paying attention to us, aside from just us being academy graduates. Is anyone studying us? Did I break him?
No, he's probably reading something that I wrote him.
Oh, the audio went out. Sorry.
Sorry guys, I was just responding to something. Then yes.
Okay.
So what do I see?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you ask me a question while I was typing?
Yes, I want to do a perception check in the room to see if there's anybody paying more attention to us than they should have. Or should be.
Okay. Yes, by all means.
+1. Where is it?
So
Okay,
in your character sheet, you go to the journal tab, open up your character sheet, and go.
I'm at the skills.
Yep. And then down by perception, you'll see a D20 symbol.
Yep, I
Click
Right there.
click that.
I just did. Nothing.
Nothing's coming through on this end.
Oh, there we go. 16.
Ah. So, looking around the room, you notice an old man with a long gray beard sitting at a table near the fireplace. He looks like he's trying to get warm as he continues to hold his hands out to the fire occasionally in between eating his stew. You notice a very rowdy looking man at the bar. I'm going to ping them real quick over here. He has 2 mugs of ale in his hands and another one in front of him. He notices you looking at him and gives out a howdy ha as he raises both of his mugs, spilling beer across his bare-chested, open stomach. He laughs and raises his cup and waits for you guys to raise your mugs, which Tristan, you haven't had a chance to order yours yet, but Einjamin and Nicholas, you'll have something have brought to you. So he's expecting you to raise your mugs in return.
I visibly like, ugh, and turn away from him.
I raise a glass.
I raise a glass as well.
He smiles broadly and goes back to his drinking. There's another woman sitting at the corner of the bar. She is also consuming a large mug of ale, and the man motions towards her, and she raises her mug to all of you again as well, and downs her mug heartily before setting it down.
I don't down my mug, but I do raise it, sort of out of just common courtesy. Do we have a bowl of a stew that's been going around?
Well, if you guys wanted to pay the 1 silver piece for the bowl of stew, then I would say you most certainly would have gotten one on the first night. And if it's as good as what everybody says it is, then I'm sure you would have gotten another one. So that's probably 2 or 3 silver you're into them for the stew by now.
I order a stew and put down a gold and get change. I'm flashing my money, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you paying for the 2 of us as well, right?
Of course, you're my friend.
They
I know how strapped you can be at times. I'm there for you.
So Maddie, who would have taken your order and your gold piece, is like, "Oh yes, I'll be right back with that," and she rushes off into the kitchen, where she is gone for a while as you guys have your conversation, but comes rushing back out with a huge platter filled not only with 5 bowls of the stew, but she brought you all each an extra large. They have special mugs that they reserve for holidays and important guests, because the people in this area view drinking as a very manly and important part of their culture. Essentially, this is Wisconsin. So
I got a bad feeling about this. You have it now.
so and I'm from Wisconsin, so I can say that. You guys can't.
Can I order a bowl of squeaky cheese?
Yeah. So you guys are honored and privileged to be able to not only drink from these mugs, but she brought you the house mead. It's a very special, thick and hearty mead that they carefully ferment and blend together so that instead of the extremely bitter flavor that most of the ales and meads in the area have, this is almost like a honeyed kind of brew to where it's very easy to down and goes very well with the food. Not only did she bring you this, but the house also bakes a fresher bread than the hard tack that the poor farmer in the corner over there is eating, and they have brought you each a small loaf of this fresh, soft bread to go with your stew.
Wow.
Well, I guess this will do for now.
It's going to be fun traveling with you for a while, Tristan. Um,
Also, I forgot to mention on my hand is my family signet ring. It's audacious. It's large. It's shiny.
hmm. um,
And I'm sure
TM.
it waves in front of everybody's face every time he motions or picks up his
It's always that
spoons.
hand.
Yeah.
Always that hand showing up.
DM. Two questions. One, is it pretty easy to determine what this stew is made from?
Well, you definitely can pick out the major components of it. It has
Well, you had said that the times were tough. I was just curious. Is it actually beef in the stew, or is it something else?
no, it is not beef, and that's
It's
what
made of
makes it so
people.
good. It is actually a very tender rabbit stew, and that's their secret is that they've managed to successfully farm rabbits around here. And so instead of having to only rely on the wild rabbits that they can catch occasionally, they have farmed chickens and rabbits, and so they are capable of baking and cooking much finer foods here because of that.
Okay. And the second question is, do I get a sense, just glancing at Manny, I want to see if uh, is she how healthy is she? Does she had a lot? Does she look like she eats regularly? Does she have bruises? Does she seem to be reasonably well taken care of?
Well, this is hard living, even though the inn is somewhat prosperous thanks to their very successful chef. However, the bruising doesn't appear to be about her face or anything like that, but like almost everyone that you're going to come across living this rough peasant life, they've got bumps and bruises and blisters, and they live hard and die young, and that's the life of a medieval peasant.
She doesn't look abused though.
She does not look abused. She is smiling and happy to have such a successful business where she's able to earn one whole silver piece a day.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing we're enjoying our meals and having our drinks now. I'm like, since we're here anyways, let's just enjoy ourselves for the day. Maybe we'll figure this out, what's happening and why we're here.
Well, that's all well and good, but if then nobody else, surely you're curious. You're put off, maybe. The fact that
I am curious, but what is it to do? Do I just go to the random barkeep and ask him what's happening around town?
well, I suppose that's a start.
Well, go do it then. I will enjoy this drink and enjoy this meal then.
Right.
So
I
you
think
you would already have met Hemet the bartender. He is a very large, rotund man with a full beard. He laughs heartily and easily at any joke told by the people coming and going from this crossroads inn. He always seems to be talking to the man with the two mugs, as uh, that is the majority of his business is serving him another mug as he downs them two at a time. So you would be familiar enough with Hemet to be comfortable with going over to the bar there and asking him just about anything that you wanted.
Well, I will do so. And as I pass by Matty, I will say, Matty, I can't possibly eat more than one bowl of a stew. Could you take it over to that man in the corner, the fellow with the who's having trouble with his bread?
She absolutely is happy to do so and brings him his extra bowl of stew, and the man just looks up, and for the first time since you have been here, you see him actually smile.
Always the bleeding heart.
Hemet,
Yeah, what's going on? What can I do for you, Angie?
we're having a little bit of a mystery here. Um, I traveled here just randomly. It was a no particular plan to meet up with my half brother and my friend, but then I received a message to meet them here, and then it turns out that they both received a message to meet them here as well. And I was just curious if maybe someone has left any kind of information for us, or do you have any idea who might have uh, asked us to come here?
Oh, we get all kinds of travelers coming through here, and just about anybody could have asked you to meet them here. I just met you the other day myself. I don't know who your friends and family are.
Well, nobody specifically asked to be notified or anything if once the three of us arrived or anything like that.
At that, the man next to you says, "Ah, it was me. I told you to come here and have a drink with me." And he slides over one of his mugs.
Right.
Hemet looks knowingly at you and just kind of laughs and says, "Oh, Hervey, you know you didn't meet this man before in your life."
Well, it's nice to meet you, Hervey.
Tristan goes and looks towards the bar and shouts to Angie, "So, find anything out?"
Uh, no.
See?
So,
Well,
as you're standing there, you notice a beautiful woman standing in the corner by the doorway, just kind of sipping a glass of wine to herself. She looks at you and kind of gives you a kind of sideways, playing hard to get kind of glance.
would this be a prostitute?
I
Are you asking the barkeeper that?
No, no.
I'm
asking the DM.
Would you like to roll insight? I don't know.
I would like to roll insight. I mean, Angeman's not all that familiar with the ways of the world, but he's definitely been to a few bars, and he he knows to at least try and pick up on the right signs. All right, let's see. So the little D20 next to insight, right?
Yeah. Okay, so looking at her, the only sense that you get is that she likes to play with men.
Hmm. How? I mean, can you be more specific in terms of how I know that?
Uh, have you ever met someone who kind of enjoys flirting but is not really interested in going too far?
Oh
How
yes.
how they always have like, you know, kind of an aggressive approach, but like they just you can tell that it's not a serious thing. She is definitely not trying to get you to come home with her.
Oh, I see. Okay. I sort of.
But you can tell that there's something there. That she's playing a game.
Okay.
Your stew's getting cold.
Oh yes. Right. The stew's good, Emmett.
Yeah,
Uh,
old Bart, he may be crazy as Manicore shit, but he sure does know how to cook.
I sort of raise an eyebrow at the woman as I turn away and sort of gesture at her with the mug of ale that I got from Hervey and make my way back to the table.
If you glance back at all, you would see that she looks a little dejected.
Hmm.
On your way back, roll for perception.
Perception.
Okay. You notice sitting off in the corner in the far booth a man with a suspicious look on his face. He has dark hair and a stubbly beard and a scar across his face. And he's just kind of looking around shifty eyed and trying to skulk down in the corner and not be seen.
So can you ping him on the map for me?
Oh, he's in the booth. I don't know that.
I'm going to move so that I can catch a good look at him.
So you take
Walk the long way.
the wide way around
Yeah, apparently I do.
to go past the bard as she plays her lute, and as you do, she kind of dances around you, making you become a part of her performance as she spins around and plays her lute, dancing back and forth, making you a part of the show. Everybody kind of turns and looks because they can see you getting a little flustered as she continues to
Yes, quite a
spin
bit.
you around. Make a dexterity save to see whether or not you manage to move
Oh Lord.
nimbly with her or whether she trips you up.
Entertaining either way. So is this going to be an acrobatics check, or is this just a dexterity check?
Right. If
Performance?
if you were doing something that you already knew how to do or the basic concepts of, like a somersault or a cartwheel or something like that, then I would call for an acrobatics check. But because she's trying to dance with you and you have no earthly idea what she's going to do and where she's going to move, and so she's just kind of spinning around you and spinning you around and playing her lute and is all in your face, and it's very disorienting, and so that's why it's just a dexterity check.
So to make that check, I'm looking at
The core stats.
more, and I'm seeing saves. Is this a dex save?
Yes, this is a dex save. Or no, I'm sorry, no, a dexterity check. Make it a dexterity check.
So where would I click to make the check?
Right next to dexterity there, I think.
That says save.
Oh, it's
It
just
says
save.
save.
Oh, same difference
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
Oh, you have to go to the bottom, unskilled dex check.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Under
Where-
skills.
Well,
Go
that's good
skills.
because that was horrible. I wanted to do another one. Under skills, you said?
Yeah, skills. And it should be
Oh.
unskilled strength, unskilled dex.
Unskilled dex check. I see. Okay. Proficient, no.
No.
You still get your bonuses, it looks like.
That's better.
Okay. So, she spins you around and you almost crash into the table as you make your way back to your group. But luckily, all that happens is you jiggle the candle and one of them almost goes out.
I hold up my hand and I reach into my pouch and I bring out. I'm not so good with the money. I suppose a silver piece.
Okay.
And I,
She smiles and continues to play her lute as you set the silver piece in the small bucket that she has set aside that people have been dropping coins into all night long as she plays. Yours
Thank you for not
yours
embarrassing
is
me
one
more
of a
than-
yours is one of a few silver pieces. Most of them are copper. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. I said you could have embarrassed me a lot more than you just did. I appreciate your restraint.
She smiles and gives you a little wink and continues to play.
And then I make my way over and I sort of circle around my friends and try and get a good look at this skulking fellow in the corner.
Yeah, so he is very, very suspicious looking. Why don't you go ahead and roll insight to see what you can figure out about him by looking at him.
There you go.
Pretty good.
It's interesting. One thing about this format is when I roll, I don't see what I rolled right away. I have to click off of it and go back to the chat.
Yeah. So looking at him, you can tell that this man is trying not to be seen. And the only people who are trying not to be seen are criminals who are on the run or criminals who are about to do criminal things, criminalize someone. So
I'm gonna crime you.
he is either hiding from crimes past or trying to set up crimes future or both, or maybe he just doesn't like having somebody stare at him.
Well, I'm not staring at him. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have my back to him and I'm going to say to both of them, well, I didn't learn anything from the bar. And I didn't learn anything from the saucy lady over there by the door. And I didn't learn anything from the bard in the corner. But I think that the man sitting behind me and to my right might be an unsavory character.
DM, can I see?
Yeah, absolutely. What what would you like to do? I mean, you don't need perception because once he's been pointed out, it's not like he's invisible or anything here. He's just trying really hard not to be noticed.
What is he exactly wearing then? Is he just regular working traveling clothes?
He
Dirty,
has he
clean.
has a thick black fur coat that has leather for the arms, and the inside is all fur, and the back has a fur cloak that extends down and out from it, and his shirt is kind of like a very finely spun wool. It's not like a burlap like you see a lot of the peasants wearing. It's more of a fine spun type of wool.
Would you say that this would be less common in this area?
Yeah, he's definitely trying to like either look like he has money that he doesn't have, or like he doesn't have as much money as he does, but this was like the poorest stuff that he could like think of.
I I turn to Einjamin and I'm like, and this gentleman, what about him?
Oh, I don't know. I just taking the lay of the room, I suppose. I mean, he probably doesn't. Maybe he did something bad, and he doesn't want anyone to know about it. Although it's sort of a strange.
He's just a man sitting in a bar having a drink. What's Are you seeing criminals everywhere? What has the last year been for you? Jeez. Oh, I say we got our messages from the post. Is there an office around here? Maybe somebody sent it from here.
I don't think there's anything like that around here.
No, there's not like a post office per se. What there is a series of messengers that all work for a centralized office located in the empire that pays everybody out, and they work kind of like over the road truck drivers, to where when you take an assignment you know that you might be gone for days, weeks, or even months, but then when you get back you're going to be compensated for the amount of time that you were gone. And so for a lot of poor people, this is one of the only ways for them to make a living wage, and that's how they're able to get these messages everywhere, because the only people who can afford to send these messages are the wealthy, and that is all of the adventurers and everybody who works for the empire and all of that. They can pay upwards of 10 gold for the privilege of being able to send anybody anywhere a message, but it's at a cost.
So I turn to Nicholas. Well, do you have any ideas? Seems like we're just sitting here eating and having a drink.
Yeah,
Indeed. Right?
he wants to go minority report that guy in the corner.
Nicholas, not Anjamin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not the one who's got to do anything about that.
Say,
Here's future
Bah.
crime afoot.
up to the bard, the lady, and wave her over to our table.
The bard?
Bard.
Okay. She saunters over to the table playing a tune, and leans over, still playing her lute, but like she's waiting to hear what your request is, because that's what people usually call her over for.
Exactly. So I stand up and I lean next to her and I say, Gold, if you sing a song about three adventurers, and they don't know what to do next.
She actually happens to know a song about adventurers who have no idea what to do, and they are sitting around debating what to do, and all of a sudden, uh, as they're debating, a dragon burns down the rest of the village as they continue to debate in the village, and the song's kind of like one of those ones that builds up to a big punchline at the end where it sings all about like this dragon attack, and you think that the whole song is gonna culminate with the adventurers going out and slaying the dragon, but it just ends with, and then they just sat there.
I am giving her that what look as I'm just holding my drink. I'm like, huh?
Well, I don't think that was meant to be about us.
No, no,
I give him
it's a common song like the Scotsman.
Well, there's a good. She's singing well at least for a gold.
Well, you know what? Let me find out. That is a good and fair question, sir.
By the way, Tristan, if you're looking for something to do, I think the woman by the door is interested in flirting.
you know
So,
me. Sorry, go ahead.
she did very well for one gold piece. She gave you a song worthy of being performed in the greatest amphitheaters and for royalty.
Oh my God, it's Jewel.
It is Jewel. She was in disguise this whole time. And because you recognized her, she yodels for you.
Oh.
Sorry, DM. What time of day is it now?
This would be the evening time when everybody gathers around the inn to have their evening meal before going to sleep and waking up and toiling some more.
Again, Tristan, that woman over there. She might be up to something.
Up to what? She's just there, sitting, drinking. This isn't time. We are. Why are we here? This makes no sense. I traveled here
Well, a
myself.
minute ago you didn't
Tell
seem
my
too worried
attendant.
about it.
Ugh. You know what?
What happened to
I've
just
had a
sitting and
I've
eating
had a
and
long,
drinking
I've
our
had a
ale?
long day. I paid for your meal. I'm gonna get a room and sleep. It's been a long day,
Well, good night.
and I guess I need to go to the bar and get a room.
Yeah, so basically you have been traveling all day as you were the last to arrive. So, you've probably been traveling for upwards of a week, and you're tired. You've been eating nothing but, road rations and sleeping out in the woods, and it hasn't been um the luxury that you're used to, especially because you've been assigned to a cushy post because of course you were. And so,
Daddy is so nice.
yeah. And so you got called all the way out here to the middle of, nowhere, Wisconsin, and you're just trying to figure out what's going on. You're irritated and sore from the road, and so you walk over to the bar and ask Hemet how much for a room.
While he's walking, is there a way to get an idea if the fellow who's criminalizing in the corner, Tristan's been kind of free with his money. Is the criminal guy paying close attention to him, or is he?
Roll for perception.
I am rolling for perception. Skills. B, C, D, E, F. Perception.
It's not terrible.
Nope. Could be worse.
So you can't really tell, what's going on with him, but your urge to minority report him is just like rising to the shining levels.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not the paladin.
Like you are convinced that he is ready to pounce on like the next person to pass by his booth.
Can I say
NG, you seem agitated. What's going on with you?
I don't often have the best sense for these sort of things, but I gotta tell you, that fella behind me, I have a really bad feeling about him.
And while they're doing that, Tristan is loudly, I would like the largest room, a bath ready for me as well. And I put down another gold piece. And it's like audible, like, yeah.
Yeah, so Hemet
I got him burning through my money.
Hemet says, yeah, you're absolutely going to get our very best room. And he scoops up the 2 gold pieces that you've put down, and he says, Maddie, make sure Bart puts on the extra large kettle so we can draw this man a bath. And with that, you can hear Bart in there, and he just kind of starts kicking and cursing, and you can tell that having to fill up this huge cauldron and boil the water so that some snooty rich folk can take a warm bath just does not like sit well with him. And so he's in there kind of throwing a little fit.
Make sure you ask for extra perfume, Tristan.
What, you want some perfume?
No, you want some perfume.
You want to join me in the bath?
And as
I clearly didn't say that.
As you do that, the woman at the bar kind of looks over at you, and when she does, she kind of brushes her hair back and takes a sip of her wine and smiles and locks her gaze on you.
Do I need to roll an insight check?
You can if you want.
I think
Are you guys?
I think Tristan is used to this kind of thing. He does this all the time, and it's like, oh, just another one. I don't think he cares.
Are you guys still trying to determine if she's a prostitute? Is that what the insight check would be for?
Are we?
Well, no, I mean...
You know prostitution is legal, right? In here. Mr. Minority Report.
Yeah, Wisconsin's great.
I'm going to start walking back to the stairs. I think it's by the...
All right, now, so here's a more interesting question. Now, you'd said that compared to Mattie, how does this woman look? Does she look like someone who also lives with this sort of hard scrabble sort of life, or is she
no
wearing nicer clothing? Is she better taken care of? So like a different class of person.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a woman who on her own is sitting at the bar drinking wine. That is as expensive as the stew around here. She is definitely of the top 1% of wealth in this area.
Interesting. All right.
Well,
So
I'm
probably not a prostitute.
Or the best prostitute ever.
She though, I'm rolling an insight now. God damn it!
What did he say?
Well, I'm rolling insight.
Oh,
It's a 10.
You are very sure that this woman would like to be your wife and marry you.
I'm gonna get down on one. No, I'm not. I'm gonna start walking. I'm walking to the stairs, which I think is on the other side of the room,
Yes.
conveniently crossing the path of that shifty guy. Who, yeah.
Yes, the stairs are right over there. And as you cross past where he is seated, he
I'm holding an action to throw a plate.
he kind of slinks down into his corner even further, almost as if he's trying to slip underneath the table.
And I head upstairs because I think nothing of it.
Okay, so heading upstairs, you are given the largest room, which happens to have two windows. It's the corner room, and so the two windows on the corner walls give you kind of a cross breeze, which allows it to be aired out so it doesn't smell as bad as everything else around here. And it also has a large bed stuffed with all of the old chicken feathers, which, I mean, admittedly, it's not goose down, but like, hey, it's a feather bed. Like
It's been a hard week.
yeah, that's almost unheard of to have a feather bed. And so you have the feather bed to lay on that is strung across a netting of rope, and you have the cross draft so it smells fresh in there, and they have a very large metal tub that now, as you're getting comfortable, you can hear Bart and Hemet both yelling at each other and uh, telling the other one that they're messing it up as they bring your cauldron of hot water up to dump into the tub, and then they run down and quickly grab another cauldron of cold water to add to the boiling hot water so that you have a full tub of water that you can sit in.
Okay. Well, that unless there's really, I'm just gonna go through my, take a bath, freshen up. It's unless there's something else happening, that will be me for the day. Because I am totally dismissive of Anjanin and his crazy theories and his paranoia.
Did you just seriously not tip Hemet and Bart for hauling that heavy boiling water up to your room?
Okay.
I mean,
know,
I don't
will,
want
I
to be
will.
that guy about it, but
I'll I'll give him how much silver for gold?
it's 10. I just
I'll
go by
I'll throw him
tens.
15 or 20. I'll throw him 20.
20? Okay. Each?
Sorry, wait, 15 silver. So I'm totally messing that up.
Yeah, that'd be a
five
gold and
silvers
a
each.
half. Okay, 5
Five
each.
silver.
So a
Yeah, I am.
half a gold piece each.
Yes, I am. Ugh.
Okay.
My money is as a player. Oh my god, I have no gold. But as the character, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I just get more money when I go back to daddy.
Hey, listen. Do you want pee-free bathwater or not?
Yeah, I want P3 bathwater.
Okay then.
It's sterile.
Very true.
So Tristan goes off to bed. Einjamin and Nicholas, you guys have sat down here drank your oversized honeyed mead and eaten your bread. So, what would you like to do?
So we didn't really have a chance to talk yesterday, Nicholas. How is being a paladin?
I assure you, it's exceptionally well. Having a sense of purpose, Benjamin.
Yeah, that must be nice. Did you have to travel far to come to the tavern?
I did. It's just as far as you, just as far as Tristan. It's a bit ridiculous for us to be here and still not know why we're here.
Well, you don't think it could be some sort of trap? I mean, until Tristan showed up, I assumed it was something to do with Father, but now he's here. Some sort of academy business, maybe.
Don't have any business with the Academy, Benjamin.
Oh, that's right. Of course, I forgot. Right. No, you're on to bigger and better things. Well, about that, do you have a job that you're supposed to be doing that you're here not doing?
Benjamin, I'm a paladin. I help people.
Well, you don't
Get
have to
help
be a
from
paladin
me.
to help people. That's
Indeed. But I should be doing? I just got here. Are you trying to get rid of me? Is this a joke?
no. I'm not trying to get rid of you. I'm just making conversation.
I've been training. I've been learning. I've been learning about divine inspiration.
Oh,
True.
you know that the academy.
Not
You know they don't look too kindly on the magic and all that.
this is not magic. This is divine inspiration, Benjamin. Any grubber can learn a bit of hand trickery like a common thief. Magic. This is divine inspiration sent from the gods.
Right. Well, you at least picked up that lesson from the academy very well.
So as you guys continue to talk, the peasant gets up and leaves. The time continues to pass by, and soon the woman at the corner of the bar who raised her mug to you guys earlier leaves. More and more of the people are turning in for the night, either going to their rooms or going back to wherever it is that they came from.
It doesn't appear, Benjamin, that we're going to learn anything tonight. Whatever person of import that sent these messages has chosen not to be here. Perhaps in the morning they shall.
So, you're going to bed too, then?
I think it's a good idea.
Maddie comes out and says, I'm about to turn in. Is there anything I can get for anybody before I go?
I raise up my hand and yell out, I need a room, and so does this gentleman next to me.
Well, you guys would have had a room from the last
Right.
night or two that
We've
you
been here
spent
all
here.
night already.
All right, then I'm just gonna
You want a different room?
wave her a bit.
I want a
a
different
fond
room.
adieu.
Mine smells. Give me Tristan's room.
No.
I'm gonna head on up myself towards the stairs.
Okay, so as you guys are just getting to the bed and starting to uh, think about falling asleep, you guys are awoken by a sudden noise. Um, the entire inn.
Just point of order. If I mean, I'm perfectly willing to go with it if it makes it easier for the story. But I was not going to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, by all means. What?
I don't have anything else that I was going to do, but I was just going to sit out a little bit longer and to sort of.
Ah, yeah, okay. So as you sit out a little bit longer, the last people in the bar is old Hervey at the bar, still shooting the shit with Hemet. Just both of them are, well, Hervey is very drunk. Hemet is a little bit drunk, and they're both just kind of telling taller and taller tales at each other and laughing and drinking, and they appear like they're going to be at this until sunup. The woman in the corner is just finishing up her glass of wine and looks like she's looking around one last time before she decides to call it an evening. The old man at the table has fallen asleep in his chair. You didn't notice when the man in the corner got up and left, but you don't see him anymore.
Oh, I was paying close attention to that. So,
Okay, roll
did he
perception.
like just de-res, or did he?
Go ahead and roll
I mean,
perception.
that was the whole reason why I stayed down here. So unless
Okay,
roll
yeah. Yeah, no, go ahead and roll perception. I'm going to roll for him for stealth.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I was clearly distracted by the woman with the wine.
That's why I said her first. You were looking at what happened there.
And you said I was interested.
So I look over and watch her leave, and then I look back and he's gone. I'm like, oh no.
So, yeah, he is just you don't know what happened. She
He didn't go out the door. Is there another exit?
look around. I don't
I
know.
w-
Is there another exit?
There's a window. Is that a window there by the stairs?
No, that's a very small side door.
Oh, I'll step out there and open that door.
Okay. You do so.
What do I see?
A tree.
A tree. Any sign of the skulking guy?
Roll for perception.
Is there a way to hotkey this so I don't have to open it every time?
Yeah, you can click on the chat and push the up arrow.
Click on the chat and press up. What is it? Ah. Okay.
And if you continue to push up, you can scroll through the last several things that you did.
I see.
So,
well, it's dark.
You barely see the tree.
Oh, damn.
In fact, is that him? No, that's a tree, right? No.
It could be a tree. I slowly pull out my... No, it's a tree, and I put it away. Right. Well, I close the door and walk back into the room.
Aw, man. Maybe you should just go minority report that possible prostitute there.
That's not what I do. I'm not a minority report kind of guy.
I don't know. This guy caught your interest pretty quick. All I had to do was say he was suspicious.
Well, then I rolled a 20, and you told me he was really...
Yep. Oh yeah, no, he definitely was up to something. I wasn't lying about that. I just
Okay.
I just like razzing you a little about it.
Fair enough.
I didn't do the roll, so I don't know. He's just some guy. I was just gonna let it happen.
Was he getting ready to burn the place down? I guess was the only thing I was worried about.
Yeah. You don't know. You don't know.
Well, all right. I nervously go upstairs and go to bed.
Okay, so because you stuck around, actually before you make it to the stairs, you hear somebody kind of half running and breathing very heavily, and they come and they burst through the doors.
I pull out my sword and
You
whirl around.
you see a man dressed in the uniform of the guards of this town. He is badly wounded and bleeding all over the place. He stumbles in and says, "Help! Somebody help!"
Oh, did you leave a little blood stain on the floor? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I moved my character just to see it.
Yeah. Come on down and
Oh,
take a
perfect.
look.
That's
Oh
cool.
my god, you could actually do that.
That's pretty cool. I run over to him.
Check it out. I'm bleeding all over the place.
I run over to
Actually,
him.
here, let me clean that one up off the table. That shouldn't be there.
So do we hear that?
Yeah, roll for perception to see if you hear that.
Are we asleep? Yes or no?
Tristan, you might be asleep just because of what a long day it's been, and then you got a nice hot bath, and you're on a
I
feather
rolled
bed.
disadvantage. Oh, 15. Nice.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he should have still been in the bath. I think that would have been much better.
I fell asleep in the bath.
Yes.
There
Yes.
we go. I am like, what? Splashing around thinking.
Oh, why did it whisper for your role there, Nicholas? I'm gonna have to make
Not sure.
I go and
I didn't
check
see it.
that. I'm gonna take that whisper off of there in between sessions here, but we're just gonna not worry about it for now. So yeah, you were asleep and have not heard it. However, Tristan, right as you started to drift off, right as your head started to rest on the edge of the metal tub and you were just about to drift off to sleep, you hear the door burst open and somebody start to shout for help.
This day will never end. And I start dressing, I guess. You guys keep going then.
He's
Okay,
he's shouting for help. There's no time to get dressed.
No. No.
No.
Tristan's not gonna. No.
So, as you're getting dressed, Einjamin, you go over and what do you say?
Easy. Slow down.
He says,
What are his rules?
"No, my partner, you you have to help Georgie. He's been wounded. I think he's dying."
I check his wounds.
He appears to have a very severe gash in his leg. It is bleeding profusely, and large pools of blood are gathering on the floor of the inn where he stumbled in.
Hemet, do you have a rag? A clean rag?
Hemet thinks that's a joke and starts to laugh.
This man's bleeding, Hemet. Do you have a rag?
That's the joke, is of course he doesn't have a clean rag.
I look at my pack. Do I have anything that I could use to bind his wound? Or do I make a medicine check, I suppose?
Yeah, so if you had a medical kit, you would be able to roll with advantage on that, but
Do not have a medical kit.
because you do not have a medical kit, and you do not even have like basic like pieces of cloth or something, and you have to look around a inn that you're not very familiar with to find something to help him, you're going to actually roll at disadvantage for this.
Is the woman with the wine still there?
Yes.
I look at her. Do you have anything I could use to bind his wound? Something clean.
She looks at you and seems to be like calculating something.
How long does it take me to actually dress?
Well, we're talking about a couple of situations here. Are you taking the time to fully put on your armor and have your sword strapped to you and have all of your things together so that you're not taking any disadvantage because you don't have your boots on or something like that? Are you taking the time to fully dress yourself, or
I'm
are
putting
you?
on trousers, boots on, and maybe yeah, that's it. And I'll have like my one hand axe. I'm like, what the hell's going on down there? Kind of
Oh,
thing.
okay, so if you're just getting dressed in a hurry, it takes you 1d4 rounds. So let me. Oh, you did it. That's fine.
I rolled a one. Okay,
Yeah.
you can do it. No
No,
worries.
no. I'm happy to let you do it. One round. So Einjamin goes over and talks to him. You're dressed. Einjamin is calling out for the rag and realizing that he's not going to get any help from anybody. What do
I
you
yell
do?
for my yell for my half brother.
All right, so Nicholas, roll for
Yes.
perception again. This time it's not at disadvantage because uh, Tristan is yelling and coming down the hall. So a 10 is
Yeah.
enough to hear somebody calling out for you.
Okay.
And
No, I would have just got up to my room, right? So I probably wasn't even.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You only failed on the first one because your first roll was a 7. I forgot that wasn't actually disadvantage. So on this one, 10 is more than enough to hear somebody calling your name and realize that something's going on. So
As far as timing goes, I also would have not taken off my armor and boots and all that by this point.
well, would you have had your armor on when you were staying at an inn for the last few days?
Okay, fair question.
That's a
I'm a,
good question. I suppose I wouldn't have mine on either.
I guess
Right,
I was the only one who had it on.
right, because you were traveling, so the risk of running into bandits
so,
or something like that.
since I made the perception check, I'll go ahead and make my way down.
Yes. So you guys will be making your way down as Einjamin. You go ahead and roll that heal check at disadvantage.
All right, so I just roll twice, right?
Um, it will prompt you whether it's advantage or disadvantage, and you just choose
Oh, I see.
disadvantage.
All right. Roll type disadvantage.
So you do actually. Oh, I'm sorry. You had asked the woman if she had something, and she had looked at
Right.
you calculating. Um, so this won't be at disadvantage, so you'll get the 13 because that's the first roll.
Okay.
She seems to have calculated something and then walks over to you and kind of sighs and hands you the shawl that she has around her shoulders. You can tell that it's probably worth a few silver pieces.
Thank you. And I use it to wrap around his wound, and I take the guard's hand and I press it against, and I say, push down here very hard.
So now I need you to roll a perception check.
Regular?
No, at disadvantage.
There you go.
That still shows with disadvantage.
He said to roll it with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So go ahead and subtract all of your coin purse.
Yikes. Inventory. So that was 5 platinum, 12 gold. Minus the silver that I already paid. So how much silver would have been out? I guess it doesn't matter. It's all gone.
That's an expensive rag, bucko.
Yeah, she makes her living as a thief, and she is very good at it.
Did you just say platinum?
Well,
5 of them.
you didn't hear that. Nope.
So
I guess I didn't.
As you continue to work with the guard, Tristan.
Oh, but I suppose I should before I do say platinum. How much? What is the exchange rate? So we got 10 copper for silver, 10
Yeah.
silver for gold, and then 10 gold for platinum.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So as you continue to work with the guard, Tristan and Nicholas come down the stairs. You guys see a near empty bar with Einjamin with his hand on a bloody rag that he is trying to hold tight to a bleeding guard who is lying on the floor in front of the bar. Well, Hemet just kind of stands there nervously, not knowing what to do, and Hervey is near passed out drunk against the bar, and Jacqueline is gone. She went out the door as soon as she handed you the rag, and when you went to go bind the guy, she was like, bye.
Okay, GM, I recognize him as the guard, easily recognizable.
Yes, he is wearing the uniform of a guard.
Okay. I'm going to immediately, I think I've got lay on hands.
How many points are you putting into him?
Okay.
Pretty sure you only have 5 points, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it on the character sheet to actually click the button to do it, but I'm not
I
finding
don't think you need to, do you? Do you? Yeah.
Well, it like shows how many times you can do it a day and that sort of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why there's not a macro for that. I will make sure that one gets set up for you by next session, so that all you have to do is click the button to lay on hands.
That's what I was. Yeah, so lacking that, yeah, I'm guessing I got 5 points.
Okay.
That's what I've recorded it as.
Yeah, so how many do you?
Local guard probably. It's also nighttime before. Let me put 2 points into that just to get him up on his feet.
You give him 2 more hit points than what he had previously, and he seems to be much recovered. The divine magical energies that flow through your hand into his body seem to channel and coalesce at the wound in his leg, and it seems to magically bind itself and seal itself over. It still looks like a fresh wound, but one that has that first layer of regrown skin over it.
Angie, what did you do?
I didn't do nothing. He came in. He ask him.
He says, "Oh,
I guess he
oh,
doesn't need this.
thank you, but it's not me who needs saving. My partner, he's trapped in there. We gotta go help him."
In where?
At the warehouse, come quickly. And he
I gotta put my
and he
armor
gets
on,
up
get my
and he gets
weapons,
up and he starts running towards the door.
I follow him.
I yell, "What's happening at the warehouse?"
I have to get armor. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
He
I
doesn't
should get
answer.
armor, but I'm not smart enough to think of that.
I don't think either of you have armor, do you?
Nope.
Not at the moment.
I don't even have my weapons.
I love myself too much.
Hero Jenkins!
You know, since you're going up there anyway, you might want to do them a solid and like grab their weapons on the way up.
Do I look like a servant? Strange voice in the sky?
All I'm saying is the guard
I'll
was
do it.
bleeding pretty heavily.
I'll do it.
Okay. I mean, I don't
I've
expect
got
you
my
to haul
short sword, and that's it.
I don't expect you to haul their armor down here with them, but you know.
I'll grab their packs and most likely where their weapons are and all that.
Okay, so those of you who
Oh, get my shield too. I got it.
Oh, and could
I
you
will. You know what? I'm gonna roll perception, and how good it is was what I see. How about that?
and could you grab a bowl of that stew to go?
You know what? I'm leaving. Goodbye, guys.
Um, so
But how should we actually do this? Because I guess I know where they are.
yeah, you are going to take however long it takes to don your armor and all of that, and then it is only going to take um, 1 to 4 extra rounds to run into their room and grab whatever you can see real quick. Those of you who went on ahead, uh, I'm going to gather everybody up, and even though you're coming with us for the ride because that's the way Roll20 works, Tristan, just know that like you definitely got left behind.
Yeah, I understand.
She picked my pocket.
I'm sorry, out of character. How do you have platinum? Did you rob somebody?
Well, I'm gonna let that just sort of be part of my mystique.
He found it. He found it.
I feel like it's going to be something that I'm going to be dragged into.
Yeah, the bard told a story about a dragon. So
it is a Dungeons and Dragons game, so that's probably a good assumption.
How long does it actually take me to put on armor? Like a minute?
Does it not list it under
I'm looking at the PHV right now.
I was pretty sure that it had that listed. Let me take a look and just
Dawn and Doff would be under.
Yeah, Dawn Doff. Ah, 5 minutes to put on. God, that's a long time.
yeah.
Well, it's shorter. It's shorter if you have help.
Sure. Like I actually put on real armor in real life, and it actually takes around 5 minutes. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do a SCA.
Oh,
Where
nice.
I'm putting on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I wear lots of fake armor.
So, you guys get here and Tristan, obviously, you can see what's happening, but you're going to be a little bit late unless you decide when you get up there that you'd like to just put on like your undercoat of armor, which would essentially amount to like leather armor, and that would give you a base armor class of 11. And, you know,
I'll do that. I'll take a minute because they need their weapons, and
yeah.
even if I talk down to Angie, I still think he's my friend, and yeah. And I'll get him his pike or
You would also know that running out into danger without my armor or my shield or my weapons would be very, very like me.
yes, it's you had a few episodes. Let's just say that.
So
I was there to clean it up.
you will be 1d4 plus 10 rounds behind them. And if you want to roll it, you can.
No,
you
you
can
roll it. You roll it.
Okay.
So I can blame you for something.
Okay, so 13 rounds behind them you will be. And in order to track this, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative now.
What's the time remaining? 300.
So everybody gets 5 minutes before their turn will autocomplete unless I pause the timer because of some reason.
Got it.
Okay, so
That sounds about right. Yeah. Okay.
So, Nicholas, you are up first, and as you guys round the corner and get to the warehouse, the guard says, "This way, through here. He's barricaded himself in, but I don't think he has long."
Well, I run after him, wherever him is. And I'm still seeing the old map, just as a reference.
Oh, I am so sorry.
I'm not seeing anything. Yeah.
Okay, now I am seeing something different.
There we go.
I don't have a field of vision, though.
Yeah, you guys do. It's just which one of you brought a torch?
Ah.
Okay, so the guard
No
has
one
a
has to
torch.
attack you.
There's that.
The guard has a torch. He'll bust it out.
I mean, that's all that guards do, right? They walk around with torches.
There you go.
Okay, so now I can see the guard, and I can.
So he's pointing. He's pointing.
Yeah, he's pointing up, so I need to point up too. Yeah. Yep, except Tristan's not really here. So I'm looking
This way.
north on the map?
No, south. This way. I had my token set that way so that it would look more aesthetically pleasing.
Very good. I'm running behind the guard, hoping that whatever it is that's barricaded, I can use my hands.
I walk everywhere backwards so that it looks better on the map.
It's a very conscientious guard.
Since I'm not here, I'm gonna actually grab some food real quick.
Yeah. Once we get to turn 14, we will definitely ping you.
Okay, yes. Oh, jeez. 14, that's like 4. Yeah, okay. Keep going. Bye.
So the guard points down to the south end of the map and says, "This way, Nicholas."
I'm going with the guard.
Okay. And then when you are done, you will see in your chat there is a done button. You can click that.
And now it is my turn.
Yes, sir.
I will follow them.
Uh-oh, something seems to be happening to my turn tracker. Okay. So you follow?
How far? I assume that Nicholas was able to move further than just
Yeah,
two
yeah.
strings.
But the guard hasn't had his turn yet, so um the guard will be moving to.
Yeah, I will hold my move until the guard. I'll let the guard go first.
Perfect.
So I am done.
Okay, just click done, yep. And the guard.
So now that he has gone, may I take my held run?
Yes, because when you hold your turn, as soon as they take their action, you can actually interrupt it. So,
Well, so I will basically run right behind him then.
okay.
Right. Oh, lovely. Does the crate behind me have a top on it that I could use as a rudimentary shield?
Uh, it has a top that has been nailed down in place. You can try to pry it open.
Maybe later.
Nicholas.
Sir.
Rats! Big rats!
I will move up. And I guess I can see a giant rat as I'm approaching.
Can you see a giant rat?
Can.
Then you can see a giant rat.
Yeah. Uh, this is going to be interesting. I guess I'm going to do some unarmed combat here.
You
Against
don't
a
have
giant
a
rat?
weapon at all?
I'm not sure. I mean, that's,
I left my javelins and pike up in my room, but I definitely went down to the common room with my gladius.
it would make sense that I would have grabbed a weapon on the way out.
Yeah, well, and like Einjamin, was saying, nothing wrong with having your sidearm on you. You don't have to walk around with your big gun showing all the time, but having a
Okay.
dagger or short sword or mace
I've got a
on
mace.
you.
Yeah, I've got a mace. I've got a long sword and a mace, so I just would say that I've got the mace. So I guess I'm going to run up and attack the giant rat.
Okay.
Let's see.
Seems pretty aggressive, but okay.
And it's a giant rat.
Yeah.
Maybe we should negotiate with the giant rats. Please.
I'll let you do that, NG.
Let's be reasonable people.
That's what he was taught in the academy, was negotiating.
Okay, so I'm guessing I'm on my abilities page on my sheet. And
You
apologies,
should
guys.
be able to click your token, and there should be initiative, longsword, and then mace. And if you just click on mace once you're within range of the giant rat, you can follow the steps from there with the macro, and I think you'll like what you see.
Okay, I've got.
Up in the upper left-hand corner, once you click on your token. Nope, nope, not the radial there.
I don't
Uh,
know.
yeah,
Enter.
up,
It says
up.
enter a new value. Enter a new value into the box, or enter a modification. It doesn't have
What?
anything for a weapon.
What?
So the top left-hand corner of the screen, Scott, it's
Oh, right. Sorry. Yay! Whack. There's a target.
so you need to be in range though. You're not in range yet.
I'll move them. It's okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, I was looking right on the icon. Sorry, guys. Again, first time.
No, it's okay.
Are you normal? Submit.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. When you are in combat, if you could please go to the bottom of your screen on the right by the chat and select um, as and then your character. So
Okay.
you would select as Nicholas, as Einjamin, as Tristan, because then when it calls up these macros, it will put your character's portrait and then make it so that your character did it. It's actually pretty cool.
Alrighty, I'll try that. I've got the full name. I'm going to do the mace. Select my target. Normal roll type. Submit. At doesn't actually say giant rat.
Huh. I will. Oh, yes. That is because when I have multiples of something, I cannot have them all set individually unless I make individual character sheets and set individual tokens. So I'll have one master token and then a bunch that are not assigned to a character sheet. So that's the one downfall of this macro is it will not say at the giant rat, but
That's okay. I don't know that I actually hit, but I did an attack and I did some damage if it hit.
yes. So let me pull up the giant rat. I'm pretty sure that that does not hit. They have pretty good decks.
So it is now my turn, correct?
Yes, it is now Einjamin's turn. Yeah, so they have a higher armor class than 11. You did not hit, and you swing your mace, but the rat kind of skitters back and hisses at you, Einjamin.
So why did I do 0 piercing damage?
Uh, do you have a -1 to strength, and are you not using your short sword as a finesse weapon?
I do not have a -1 to strength.
Okay, let me take a look then.
There's a -1 in that calculation, though.
Yes. And as far as I know, my strength modifier is higher than my dex modifier, so I would
Yeah,
definitely use it as a strength weapon.
yeah, I'm taking a look right now to figure out what's going on. Okay, it didn't roll that. Let me try that again. Okay, so -1 damage bonus. Let me see where that's coming from. Yeah, it says damage bonus should be 3. What? Yeah, okay. So, I am going to have to do some research into that. I'm not going to be able to fix that right now, but I will figure something out. So, it says you did 0, but that's because there's a swing of 4, so that should be 4.
Okay.
You swing your short sword past your brother. As the giant rat skitters back, he backs up into your swing, and you take off one of his front legs. The rat squeals in pain as its blood splatters all over the floor.
Yay! Like that.
The guard moves up behind you guys, but can't get through the doors past you unless he squeezes past you, which he's not willing to do because he's already faced these rats and doesn't want to be the first one on the front line again.
All right, so he's done.
He is done. Nicholas.
All right, so that is that giant rat. He's done. I'm still seeing hit points on him.
Yeah, so he lost one of his front legs, but
Still there.
he is still alive.
Ready. So I'll take a swipe at him.
Did the rat
Nice.
not get a turn?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys charged in so
Curse
fast.
you.
You guys charged in so fast. I forgot to roll for the rats.
Well,
Was assuming
everybody
your
gets
prize.
one. Everybody gets one.
There you go. Now the giant rats will take their turn uh, before Tristan, but after the guards. So that is perfect because that is technically right now. So this rat is going to disengage and then move away. And it's going to move away by climbing 15 feet up these boxes. And it keeps its eye on you guys. All right, now Nicholas.
All right, groovy. So I can see another one within my space, I believe.
One right way back in the corner there.
Yep, I can see him. Um, If I do the measurement thingy, space. So I can
How'd you do that?
There is a symbol on the bar on the upper left that is a circle with like a little line going diagonally
I
through
see
it.
it. Yeah.
And you can click on that and drag it around and it'll measure stuff for you.
Cool. All right.
All right. So I'm going to run up, and I can not doing so great on the visibility here, but I'm going to take a swipe at him. Swipe. Whack.
You swing your mace at the giant rat, but it's almost as if your slow-moving club-like weapon is too slow to hit these dexterous rodents.
Oh, goodness.
Is that his turn? All right. I'm going to. All right. So now, turning it off. Okay. Got it. I'm going to run in here. And I'm going to run right there. And is that a rat? What is this circular thing here in my way?
I don't know. Can you see it?
I can see it.
But you can't make out what it is?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell whether or not it's a crate or a. I mean, is it something that's on the ground or is it sticking up?
It's on the ground.
It's on the ground. Is it perhaps a rat trap?
You don't know. You can't make it out.
Think barrel.
It gets dark. It gets dark and you don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to step here. And I'm going to attack the rat.
Okay.
Ooh.
So once again, it's still not doing the math right. That's why I haven't showing the math yet so that I can see. So that's actually 4 piercing damage to this one. Once again, as your brother slowly swings at the rat, scaring it backwards, you slip in behind him, and this time stab the rat in the side with your short sword. It takes a bit of damage and is bleeding, but it is not dead.
So this is I've been rolling a 1 each time I attack, and then we're adding my strength bonus.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and click done by just scrolling up in the chat a little bit.
Got it.
And the guard now comes forward. And he says, "Be careful, guys. There's another one over there." And he points towards this one.
So he came in. Where is his torch? Why didn't it get more light in here?
It did. It's just directional. It's the way you're facing.
Oh.
It's much lighter.
He got closer, so you're in the circle of his bright light.
I see, but I only see what I'm looking at.
You're looking at the wall.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, hello.
That
giant rat.
yeah, yeah. There, he said, "Look out! There's one
Boom.
right there." And it's the giant
And
rat's turn, so it's totally gonna bite you.
all right.
Please don't die, guys. Just don't.
So my AC is unarmored is going to just be base. What is your oil?
So, the giant rat bites you for 3 piercing damage. If you click on your
Does that
go ahead.
okay? Clicking on my token, got it.
And the red bar, the red circle, you just click on that and click -3. I love it. Okay, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just saying my AC. Did you calculate my AC with my dexterity bonus?
Oh, no. What is your? I assumed your dexterity bonus wasn't a +5, so
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Right? It's a 12.
okay.
So my AC would be 12. My unarmored AC is 12.
Yeah,
Right? It's 10 plus your dex, which is
yeah, yeah.
okay. Good.
I mean, I didn't actually do the math, but I was like, I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
doesn't have a 20
that
dex.
that was a safe assumption.
Okay.
But
If I had rolled a 13, I might have asked, but
okay.
yeah. So that giant rat bites you, but then now also this one behind you that you stabbed bites at you because, well, he can, and he's also flanking you, so he gets advantage. So there's that.
Oh, I didn't realize that we were doing that's a homebrew rule, huh?
Uh, what do you mean?
It's
No, it's in
pretty
the
common.
no, it's in the DM's guide, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Do they have to be directly adjacent, or is it?
No, that is a bit of a tweak on the rule for me, is that it just takes 2 opponents battling you from any 2 sides that aren't directly adjacent to each other. So if he was in the next square diagonally up or directly above you, they wouldn't be flanking you. But
Okay.
any of those other squares is enough to provide a flanking bonus.
Okay. Woof. 6 damage. Yikes.
I'm gonna come back.
They're putting it on you.
Yep.
I'm gonna come back to the warehouse and it just bodies everywhere.
Yeah, please don't TPK by giant rats.
Nope.
I don't want to become known as that DM.
Well. All right. New
So,
round.
yep. Nikolai.
Alrighty. Gonna take another swipe at this one here with mace. Whack. What I do?
That hits the giant rat that your brother had stabbed, and you basically smash its head in. And blood
Well, that.
splatters everywhere. It's kind of like the scene from Pulp Fiction.
So, what do I click to use the ability Second Wind?
On your core sheet, there
Mm-hmm.
is a hit dice function, and it's just now occurring to me that I should have a macro for that as well. So I will
Okay.
set up a macro for the second wind and your lay on hands ability. But on your sheet, under the core stats section, there is a section called hit dice, and you will have one for your class that you are.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah, I
you
see it.
you set
D10.
yep, you set the current to 1 and then you click use.
And then add your fighter level.
It'll auto calculate everything for you.
So this is me using my special ability, Second Wind. This is not me using a short rest, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got confused for a second there. You are absolutely right. This is a fighter ability, not.
Right.
Ah, okay.
You mean he's just not sitting down taking an hour?
Nope. I mean,
So 1d10 plus 1.
Ah, yeah, it's right here. Did I not set that up as a macro for you?
I have, for macros, I have initiative, javelin, pike, short sword, and javelin. Two javelins.
See,
Oh, yeah, javelin.
yeah, I have it down here, but I didn't set it up as a macro. So if you go down to class actions under class, you'll see,
I see it.
yeah.
Yep, got it. All right.
So I did set it up halfway. I just forgot to put the actual macro button on your token.
So is this a bonus action or an action?
Uh, Second wind is a bonus action, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check
I
that for
think
you.
that's correct. I believe it is a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a bonus action right there.
Yep. That is how we learn.
Short or long rest.
So I got 7 hit points back. Yay!
Yeah, that's good. You needed that.
I did. And now I will attack the giant rat with my short sword.
Here, let me mark this one as being brain splattered in case the pool of blood wasn't enough.
Hmm.
These rats are proving to be quite nimble as you turn to swing your short sword at the giant rat. It moves out of the way.
And I am done.
Okay? The guard temporarily sets his torch down, dropping it as a free action, and rushes forward to stab the giant rat with his pike. Halberd.
Now he has reach on that, does he not?
Oh, yeah. He does that from 1 square away. He misses. It won't let me roll without rolling twice, but the first roll was an 8. So once again, these long, slow weapons just telegraph their attacks too much for the rats to be hit by. The giant rat bites at Einjamin. It seems to be becoming more and more aggressive as the guard who is bloodied and Einjamin who is bloodied continue to bleed everywhere and get the scent in the air. It
Olay.
it does not hit. It bites and claws and scratches and tries to get at Einjamin, but you hold it at bay with a few swings of your short sword, threatening to stab the giant rat if it gets too close, denying it any opportunity to get a good bite in on you.
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. And I guess I
Oh,
load my up.
no, I'm sorry. It's only round 6.
Oh,
I was
screw
gonna
it.
say that's the way. To...
I turned over and you were like, "Is it my turn?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what the combat tracker says. It is your turn."
Let me go hang myself now, guys. Bye.
Yeah. Hey, only 8 more rounds. You got this.
If they survive 8 rounds, sure.
Nicholas seems
Woo!
to, as usual, seems to have picked up on the trick and figured everything out faster than everybody else. This is the second time that he swings his club for a death blow on one of these foul vermin.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Just swing your hips.
Hey, you missed the first one.
You did miss the first. He's got you there, guy.
Giving everyone else an opportunity to shine, but you failed me.
And then you almost got bit to death by the rats.
I'm fine. It's fine.
It's still more attractive than his last girlfriend.
So, is that your turn then?
Indeed.
Okay.
Done.
Well, little brother,
more?
what do you got?
Are there any more?
I don't know.
I say to the guard.
Oh, we were overrun by them. They're everywhere. Look out behind you.
I'm trying to turn my. Oh, what? That's because. Never mind. I was trying to turn Nicholas.
He was talking to Einjamin.
You're right. Well, there's the one that I hit before over there in the corner. Is he reachable?
No.
What if I had a pike or a halberd?
No, you should probably just look out for the one behind you.
Oh! So which one is dead? The one that's
The one that's in the directly below you is dead.
with no hit, with no
It's
hit
got a red
point
X
bar.
on it. It's got a
With
red
no
X
hit.
on it.
Yeah, all right. I will attack the one behind me with my short sword. If I could figure it, did I hit it right? Choose to try to and submit. Man,
Having had enough of his failures in life, Einjamin plunges his short sword deep into himself. Dealing
did I just attack myself?
four,
No, you did.
dealing 4 points of
Einjamin
damage.
swings at Einjamin with their sword.
All right. See what you made me do.
This is what
No.
you get when you go fight giant rats after a night of drinking.
So, I will note that I have now rolled 1 several times in a row, which makes me think that
The macro is completely broken?
yes.
You rolled
Possibly.
a 2.
Oh
I
yeah,
rolled a
you had rolled higher earlier. He's right.
Oh, I did. Okay. All right. Let me try this again.
It's
Engine.
not gonna work.
It's the attack. You're correct. The attack is correct. It's just your damage that's
Yeah.
backed right now.
Sword.
And I have to figure out how to fix that, so you'll have to forgive me for.
You could just manually do it, Sean. You could just go up and type RD6 or whatever the.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
it still rolls, and we know what the bonus should be, so
Oh,
Right.
he did even better.
Yeah, I did even better. I
Let him
was
take a
much better at stabbing myself than I was at stabbing the.
Let him keep that 16.
Yeah. So you manage to stab at the giant rat and deal it a wicked slash across the face, but it just turns and hisses at you and seems to be in some kind of blood frenzy.
Hmm. I guess I'm done.
The guard um, can't really squeeze in there without like jeopardizing, so he picks up the torch as a move action, and because Nicholas is not engaged in combat, squeezes past him to light the way up ahead. The giant rat tries to bite you. And it kind of gives you that look like, see, that's how you don't attack yourself.
Even the rats are judging you.
The rat is very judging you. Judging judging intensifies.
So that's 6 piercing to me.
Yes, the rat deals 6
Jeez.
piercing damage to you. These guys got some sharp, nasty teeth.
Why
Myth
am
of
I
the
not?
ROUS is real.
Hey,
Yeah.
DM,
Yes, sir.
if to get myself there faster, can I sprint and give myself a point of exhaustion?
Yes.
And I think exhaustion is saving throws or disadvantage.
Yes. So, um, go ahead and roll, or I will here. You will get there 6 turns faster, and therefore, instead of arriving on turn 14, you will arrive on turn 8. Okay.
I'm just going to look up the exhaustion rules for a second.
So that is the giant rat.
It's actually ability checks I get disadvantage on.
Oh,
Okay, I can take
ability?
that.
It's
Yeah,
not
I'll
even
take it.
saving throws? Yeah, that's
Nope, it's ability. I'll take it. Unless you want to do 2 hit points, but
no. You can sprint there, but you're a healthy, strapping young man. You're not like gonna just be completely out of the fight because you sprinted a few blocks.
well, second level is 2 points of exhaustion. It's half. My speed is half.
No, yeah, you're not that tired.
Cool. Because I'm just putting in it's been the
Yeah.
entire day and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just wait for my turn then.
One more round.
All right, I'm going to step up and see what I can do. Not to hit myself. Not so good.
Somehow your brother's comment seems to have gotten under your skin, and as you swing extra hard at the rat in front of you, it jumps out of the way and you smash open the box. You can see why the rats are infesting this place. They've been eating all of the winter stores, and getting fat off of the food meant to feed these people throughout the harsh winter months.
Well, that's just a bad thing to do.
Bunch of ratscallions.
Ah,
Oh my.
see what you did there. That was really funny.
I take 1d6 of psychic damage.
Are you done, Nicholas?
I hit done.
All right.
Hit it again.
So that's my turn. Well, I'm going to attack the rat.
Please hit yourself again.
Okay. So, you swing and slice at the giant rat, and it slices it open, but the blood gets all over this crate of food that your brother smashed open. So now all the food in here is no good.
Is it dead?
Yes.
Well, then I'm done.
The guard says, "Come on, guys. Stop messing around with that rat and let's go rescue my partner. He's up this way."
It's away.
But as he moves up, he stumbles across a giant rat that he didn't see, who lashes out at him with a readied action to bite him.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
These rats are really doing a number on us.
These are super rats. They've been eating all the weight gain and
Beefcake! Beefcake!
oh no, that has dropped the guard to 0
No.
hit points and he is dying.
Oh,
Did you
man.
just kill Gardy McGarderson?
Unnamed NPC guard, not you.
Was a red shirt.
Is he actually wearing red? I'm pretty sure he is.
He is
It
now.
actually is, yeah.
No, he was my favorite NPC.
He's not dead yet. Well, we could probably take advantage of the fact that he's there to escape.
And he dropped that really big halberd as well.
Yes, you can let the rats eat him while you escape. Very paladin of all of you.
Whose turn is it now?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. It's no longer guard's turn. Ooh, giant rat. So, the giant rat who just bit him is now going to bite him again, and so that is not going to be good for him when it comes time to make these death saving throws.
Right. It's auto
Oh,
crit, right?
jeez. Automatic crit
yeah.
to save.
So that is actually the rat runs up and bites his throat, and he's dead.
That was half his hit points.
Yeah, that just did 10 points of damage.
Damn.
Wow.
I told you. I told everyone, but
Wait,
everyone
are you-
would listen to me.
Is your crits roll once and double it, or roll twice?
It is roll twice, but oh yeah, I'm sorry. What am I thinking? Here. Look at that. He's still a little bit alive.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And double action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, that's it. It is my turn, right? I'm not going. Yeah.
No, it will be your turn at the end of this round. I'm just making this guy's death saving throw. Oh, wait, they don't have death saving throws for the NPCs on this sheet. So, yeah, he is just pretty much going to die.
Well,
Sucks to be him.
yes, it does.
I shall avenge him. Let me down here. Do. Half my movement. Do. On. Okay, and right up on him. And wackadoo. Yes.
Okay, so running up with your mace to attack the rat who is feasting on the guard, you smash it off of him, dealing 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right. I run over to the guard, and while I do so, I sheathe my short sword and pick up his halberd. Okay? Hello?
Yes.
Rushed over. You picked up his halberd.
So now I'm going to attack with a halberd. What do you want me to do for that?
It should be the same stats.
For a javelin?
Not javelin.
For a pike? It's just slashing instead of piercing?
Yeah, let me check. Oh, 1d10 piercing.
All right.
I mean slashing, sorry.
I'm going to do the pike at the giant rat.
I am sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix the API script that crashed, and I accidentally left the game. I'll be right back in.
You want us to wait for you?
Just
No.
2 seconds. I'm just restarting the API script. My sandbox crashed. Hopefully it is working now. Go ahead with your turn, please. You once again swing with your slow-moving pike, and the rat is too nimble to be hit by it.
Okay.
It's just not your day.
I've done reasonably well. I've gotten a couple of. I've taken a lot of damage. That's annoying.
You're doing a great job with the shield,
My
buddy.
pocket picked.
You're a good shield.
Oh, I wish my character saw you with the platinum. Ugh.
Yeah, well, you won't now.
So is that your turn then, Einjamin?
Oh yes, it is. That is my turn. I have movement left, but if I were to move now, I would incur attacks of opportunity, correct?
Yes.
I am not going to do that.
Hey.
Oh dear. Double movements, 60 feet. $55. I believe this is 60. And that's it. Also, what am I carrying? A pike and a longsword?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Ending my turn.
The giant rats, one attacks Nicholas and one attacks Einjamin.
No.
Yes.
Sure wish I had my nice shiny armor and my shield.
Take off 3.
No, he rolled a 6. The first number is the number they get unless they have advantage.
Right.
So the giant rat tries to get at Nicholas, who swings his club back and forth, keeping him at bay. The other giant rat tries to bite at Einjamin, but he kicks him and keeps him back, not allowing him to get a solid hit in. Nicholas.
All right. Let's see what I can do.
Nope. I am going to disengage and move to here.
Okay. You see several young ratlings running around.
Is it me?
Mario.
Yes. So I'm like, I step through the door, out of breath. Guys? Where are you guys? What the hell? Rats? What? Do I get a response?
Go towards the light.
Okay. Yep.
They're hiding. Watch your step.
That's 30. And I am. Yeah, I have to use all my movement. Double. I am going to all the way here. I have my I have you guys' stuff, weapons, and did I get the shield as well? Yeah.
No, because it would have been too hard for you to carry the longsword, the pike, and the shield. I mean, it wouldn't have been that hard, but for Tristan, it would have been too hard.
Okay. So I have your pike, and I see you have a pole weapon. I'm like, God damn it! And I have your longsword, Nicholas.
Well, you could use it.
I have a glaive. I'm fine. I'm completely armored. I have my leather, like my under armor, so I got stuff. That's the end of my turn, I believe.
Yeah, I assumed that you would strap all of your weaponry on as part of.
I just, yeah, I put on the under, not my chain shirt, because it's just way too long. So I just got the under leather part of it.
Yep.
This dynamic lighting thing is awesome.
Yeah, it's really great.
It's because I'm standing in this doorway here, and the light is streaming in through the door, so I can turn around and look but I can't see anything that the light's not touching that's coming through the door. That's really cool.
Yeah, I put a little bit of effort into my maps, and like you'll notice too that if you try to look past the boxes, that I put dynamic lighting on the boxes to make them block your path as well.
Right? No, that's really it's
It's very well made.
That's a it would be really hard to explain and describe that on a tabletop.
Yeah, like
I think one of the things as a DM, one of the things I forget about the most is things like lighting and making,
If it's dim light, if it's completely dark, how much you see, how far you see.
yeah,
Ooh, no.
I think Roll20 automating a lot of this really helps with a lot of that stuff. Tristan, the rat in a blood frenzy from having been gnawing on the dying guard.
He takes an attack of opportunity from you then.
Oh, yeah, he charges
He's
at
in
you,
5
but yeah, so go ahead.
Do I just press glaive?
Yep.
Does he get one from me as well? I guess not.
Oh, yeah, I mean, no, you're not. You don't have reach.
No, I'm too far away.
Yeah.
I'm too far away.
Okay,
I do
sorry,
have reached. I'm using the
You have your
The
your long sword now, though.
No, so this is Enjamin speaking. Enjamin is using the
Yes.
guard.
Oh yeah. No, the rat isn't anywhere near you.
Right.
Okay, I'm trying to choose target. Click on token.
Oh, don't forget to die. Well, take your hit points off. Die.
Oh yeah, what was that 3?
5. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, 5. 5 for you. Nicholas was 5 too, but he didn't get hit.
What did I just do? I just killed myself.
Yeah, you did.
Let me try that again.
Who's laughing now?
There we go. I'm still laughing.
You killed yourself way better than Einjamin did.
Okay, so let me try this again to try to attack him for the opportunity. Okay, I press my token. I see glaive up top.
Yes.
I press that.
Yes.
No character found for Tristan. What?
Oh.
I changed my name. That's why I misspelled it the first time.
Let me
Or is that it?
let me take a look at that and see if I can't fix that quick for you. Oh, you have an A instead of a. Oh, you are
Yeah.
dirty.
So dirty.
Oh my God, man. So I am going to have to redo your whole thing.
Want me to just change my name real quick, or what?
Could you please just change your name back real quick so that these work for now?
I'm confused. Was it Tristan or Tristan?
It was his last name.
Yeah.
He decided that it should be an A instead of an E.
Yes, I did.
Listen, we here at the medieval Social Security office take your identity very seriously. You can't just go changing the spelling of your last name willy-nilly.
What? No apertures found for target. Okay, they just skipped me. What? Or skipped him. Oh, this makes no sense now.
Okay,
I
so
changed my name.
what I want you to do is oh wait, did you fix it?
I changed my name, but now I press glaive now. And still no character found for, yeah.
Yeah, so what I want you to do for now is just roll on your actual sheet, and I will get your token up and running. Actually, I'm just gonna roll for you.
Whoa! That's how you do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you should always just have the DM roll for you.
Yes, I
But
agree.
but why is your crit damage not? Oh, because you don't have that set.
It's session 1. Happens.
That rat can take more than 12. I mean, wow.
Yeah, but it's just nice to see all the big numbers. Also, I need the macro to be set correctly because I'm gonna copy it over to his sheet right away.
I'm just changing my name back then. Oh,
Yeah, set your name the way that you want it. Oh my god, it still wasn't set right. Oh no, you. Okay, is it set correctly now?
it is now. I just changed my name back. Did
Yeah,
something
yeah.
happen?
No. I when I rolled it, just your name is set the way you want it forever, right?
Yes, now it is Havalar.
Okay.
So what's the damage? Jeez.
Yeah, the DM just, rolls like a god. So now
Just
I can get
12
the
plus
correct
13.
macro. Now your glaive macro will work for you from now on.
Yay. So did I just make that rat into paste?
Oh, yeah. So you bring your glaive down at the rat that dared to try to come at you before it can um, bite you. So add your 5 hit points back. And as it comes at you, you slice it cleanly in two with your glaive.
And I go, see, Benjamin, this is how it's done. Remember, swing with your hips.
Where have I heard that before?
I have no idea. And it's Nicholas's turn, I believe.
Nicholas.
Alrighty, back to me. Now I've got a longsword. Thanks for the delivery.
I grumble a little bit.
I'm gonna try to take out this rat here. Longsword. Swipe.
Dude!
Nice.
Yeah.
So you swing at the longsword that had downed the guard, slicing its head right off. Okay.
Hey, DM, did you not make a macro for my pull end attack?
Oh, no, I did not make a macro for that. Would you like one?
Whenever you have time, don't worry about it for now.
Sure. Is that your turn, Nicholas?
Yeah, the done had run off the screen. Sorry. Boom.
Right, I am going to hold an action for when something comes into range of me.
Okay.
There's a
Nicholas
Oh, never mind.
readies his longsword for anything that could.
No,
Oh,
that would be
Benjamin.
Enjamin.
Einjamin readies the guard's halberd for anything that comes at him.
Do you want me to click done?
Yes, please.
Oh, my turn. Yay. I guess I will enter the room. What do I do? Yes, I see it. These ratlings. God damn it! And I will attack it.
I see
I see a rat queen.
giant rat queen
Yes.
has joined the initiative order.
I do
Yeah.
not see that, and I am quite concerned about what you're saying.
But just look to the left at the bottom. It says turn order.
Oh dear.
Did I not click on that ratling?
I did not see that you clicked on the rattling, but that's okay because you look at the baby rat and how cute and helpless it is, and swing your glaive at it, slicing it in two anyway.
I am scared. I don't like rats. I just kill it anyways.
Yeah, it's a baby, and you kill it.
I know. I noticed when I walked in, it was food everywhere, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's like, I'm gonna have to take care of these anyways. Why not? And there's nothing around me, so that ends my turn.
Okay.
Nicholas?
Back to me. All
Yep.
right. Well, I can see another target, so I'm gonna let me do a little quick measurement here. Yeah, and you said the guard was fairly well deceased.
I mean, he's going to die even if he's not dead right now. He's dead.
Okay. Attack. Ah! Well, it was right there. Wait a minute. Ooh, slice-o.
Now,
Rolling so well. Jeez.
Dude,
now armed with
I
your
got my good
favored
dice.
weapon, with the weapon that you excelled in at the academy, you run at the giant rat, killing this one instantly.
Nicholas the Great
By
has
the
the same class.
power of Grayskull!
give me that.
Einjamin.
And I take my pike from Tristan. And I drop the glaive.
Always have to pick up after you.
And there are ratlings in here, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to move over here.
And run the hell away.
Yep.
I don't think you need to be that close, do you?
Yeah. I am not going. There's a thing back there. Well, I think I found the mama.
You're gonna tell me?
Yep.
What Einjamin saw before he bravely ran away was a nearly Saint Bernard sized giant rat covered in pustules and scaby like disease all over its body. This thing was huge and fat, having feasted upon the stores here for more than one winter.
That's really gross.
It sounds like it would be gross if only I knew. But I don't see it.
Brother, I think we're gonna need you back here.
Not surprising.
We're gonna need a bigger rat trap.
Fortunately, it's not my turn. It's still Enjamin's turn.
Oh no, my Benjamin's turn. I think I've done my movement.
He is
He took a
saving the
bonus action to
he is
piss
saving
himself.
the party by holding his action so that the diseased giant rat queen never gets a turn.
That's right.
Yes. Oh no, it's hit. Oh gee, okay.
Oh wait, we forgot about the timer.
Yeah, still there.
Okay. So, having seen you enter into her nest now, the fat, bloated, diseased giant rat queen waddles forward, clearly unhappy about having someone intrude on her home. She charges forward, but does not come any further.
She doesn't want to take an opportunity attack from us.
No, she's just fat and lazy.
Oh, okay.
This one, however, just entered Einjamin's threatened square.
Benjamin, attack him.
I will. So this is with the pike.
Nice.
Okay. So you attack the giant rat, but it charges through your glancing blow and still bites at you.
Now he's in my square? What?
Yeah, I guess he would have taken a threat from you as well in order to not be.
Okay. Let's walk me through how to select the character to attack. So I click my character, I
Yep.
click Glaive,
Yep.
and then it asks me for a normal roll, and then I press submit,
Yep.
and it just goes, okay,
Jesus.
that's 25. Okay, that's 18.
Yes.
I'm just not targeting it. Why am I not targeting? Does it let me?
So, Einjamin, you do not get attacked by this rat. Oh, and I know why,
Great.
Tristan. I forgot that part of the macro. I'll put it in there.
No, that's fine. I rolled a nat 20. This is going amazing gameplay wise and story wise as well.
Okay, so Tristan, as you turn to swing at the giant rat that charged at you and Einjamin, another one runs up behind you and bites you.
No. Get at me.
Yes.
That's 5. Got it.
Take that, sir.
And I took it. That's exactly the same amount of damage I had last time
Now-
that it didn't get.
Now, yes, it was determined to happen. Now, hold on 1 second while I fix this for you.
Cool.
So
You can make
why
it.
did I get an attack of opportunity with pike?
What do you mean? You were able to hit him? Why were you able to hit him?
I held my attack. Got it.
And it went into your threatened range, right?
I don't have that feat.
Oh,
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh,
Then
But I
then
have
this would be your attack with your glaive this round too, then Tristan. So the rat would still have gotten the attack.
If he passes through, Okay, it ran up.
you ran up. I was holding my attack, and then
And
it.
and the 13 would hit you still.
Well, no, I did damage to it with my held attack, and then he to it with his.
Right.
It
So
left.
he's already holding an attack action. He didn't have feet. I just said, yeah.
Right.
But I do have it, so he
Oh,
still
you
doesn't
do.
get it.
Oh, you do have it. Oh, okay.
I have no. He took a. He
Yeah.
held his action.
Yeah, he held his
didn't use
action,
all-
and you have the feet. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
that's
my
what happened.
pole arm mastery feat.
Your glaive macro will work now too, by the way.
Sweet. So it's my turn now. I will attack what just attacked me. Oh wow, 11
Jesus.
damage.
Yes. So, swinging at the rat on the box, you slice into it and through the box below it, smashing open some more stored foods and getting rat blood everywhere.
You're just making us defile all the food, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are definitely going to be blamed for this.
Yeah. No, we were never here. The guard is dead. I'm also taking my move action and getting out the room. And I'm going to just go right beside, Benjamin. And I'll stop here.
Nicholas, 'tis your turn.
We do.
I think he fell asleep again.
No.
Yeah, sorry,
Nice.
this one's running a little long, but it's the first session, so we'll get our rhythm down.
I think 8 point slashing is pretty good on this rat.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, especially considering that it's a crit.
You didn't get a crit. No crit damage.
What's up with you?
I guess I don't have the crit set up.
Yeah, you gotta just put the weapon damage under the crit section as well. But it's okay because 8 is enough to kill any rat, and that rat is no exception. And you can see in front of you the door that the guard might have barricaded himself in.
Ah.
Right here.
Yell at him at that, and then that's my turn.
Come, Benjamin.
All right. I'm just
Just-
putting my crit damage in case I happen to crit. Just doesn't
So-
seem to be likely, but you never know.
This truly is perfect.
All right. So, are there any targets?
Well, it is a rat infestation, so I'm sure if you look hard enough.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to move here. And I'm going to ready an action to attack anything that comes into a space that I threaten.
Okay. That immediately happens.
I will attack it.
The diseased giant rat queen charges forward at you, sharp fangs bared.
Oh.
Ugh.
nervous as this mammoth-sized, not literally mammoth, but this jumbo-sized rat comes charging at you. You swing in a feeble attempt to keep it away, but your swing goes wide and the rat charges through.
Do I have my reaction back? Is it a new round, right?
Yes.
So I can attack it.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh.
it's surprising me. It's like what?
Your glaive bounces off of the diseased rat's scaly, thick-muscled shoulder, dealing no real damage to it whatsoever. You kind of shave some hair off.
Sorry, I
Oh,
tried.
man. Oh, I don't want to kill you guys.
We got a pelt and it'll be fine. I got a healing kit. It'll be fine.
Oh, please, RNGesus,
Oh.
don't kill this guy.
Oh, man. Well, I am unconscious.
Yeah. And make a difficulty class 14 Constitution save.
All right, just a second. Difficulty class.
14.
All right.
You got this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, the sad thing is that she hasn't even used her pack tactics ability by having any of her rat allies around.
Oh, yeah, very sad.
No giant rats are currently in the vicinity.
I attack. God damn. I can't move back.
Nicholas, help!
Yeah, I'm getting there, buddy.
19 attack, 8 damage.
Respectable.
Swinging your glaive hard down at the rat as it bites down on Einjamin, you manage to connect for a decent blow to the rat's side, but it definitely is not out of the fight.
And then I'll use my bonus action to swing the end of my glaive. How
Okay.
would I? How should I do it? Just 1d4 plus 3?
Just roll your regular glaive attack, and then if you hit, we'll roll your 1d4 plus 3. Okay, so
That's a hit.
go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 3. Oh,
That wasn't like that.
yeah, you have to put double brackets around it.
I'm just gonna roll the regular one. God. 4.
Okay,
So in total, 12 damage.
yes.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's see how far I can get here. Two. Here.
Also, you can click on your token and push the arrow keys, and it will move you one square at a time.
Good deal. 3. Well, that's my whole movement. I don't know if I'm close enough to attack the now humongous giant rat thing that I see.
It's like big as a dog or something.
Not just as big as a dog, as big as a like Saint Bernard.
Yeah, so my options here is I moved my full turn, and I'm
How
not
far
quite
away were
there.
you?
Map, yeah.
He was off doing stuff.
All right.
But I was off exterminating things
You have things, very important things
and
to do.
taking their damage.
Sometimes the world does not revolve around you, Benjamin.
Well, it does right now. I'm unconscious. It's revolving.
So I guess with my full movement, normally I would attack at this point, but I get one more step closer and take a disadvantage or something, or
Well, you only moved once. Can't you move double your speed if you charge?
you can do that, yeah.
So you could charge.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's only one more square that I was missing, so I'll do the charge and then come right up for the attack.
Yeah.
Sword.
Is there charge in 5e?
Is there not? I swore there
Yes.
was. Let me
I don't
take a
so.
look.
That is not one of the actions that we have in.
I know it's
I
Pathfinder.
just managed to
In Pathfinder, you get a +2
my
to.
whole. I just totally lost my whole. And everything is gone for me now.
You might just have to restart it.
What?
Like it's gone. Like I know I just did an attack, but I can't see it. I can't see the chat or anything. So let me just bounce out of
Yeah,
the
try to
D20 screen and-
refresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no charge action. In
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Nope. There
There is
is
no
no
charge in 5e.
charge. Never mind. So
the
no-
only reason I remember is because I got so pissed that they took it out or didn't put it in.
Yeah, so there you go. You can either spend your standard action to move up and be right there, or you can
Well, since this got me this far, and I see that Tristan is having issues.
Tristan is fine.
Or sorry, Enjamin is. Lay on hands is right there. That's too far.
What's the ruling on moving through a ally space?
you are squeezing, so you take disadvantage on any attack or anything like that, and you don't get your dexterity bonus to armor class if something were to attack you while you were doing so. Um, basically, while you're squeezing through there, it's bad, but you can do it freely.
So that's actually what I'll do because what I'll do is I'll take the full movement, and then I'll just go ahead and position myself in front of Enjamin.
Okay. So,
Operation Human Shield.
pushing past Tristan, who tries to fend off the diseased rat queen as she focuses her attention on him, you leap on top of your brother, shielding him from any attack from the giant rat queen. Kneeling over, you prepare to lay on hands next turn.
And I don't think I can hit done because I had to jump out and come back in.
Death saves.
Death saves. That's me.
Yep,
Alrighty. Save number 1.
you got this.
Nice.
Bing.
Press done. Oh no.
The diseased giant rat queen attacks Nicholas.
No, it attacks me because I attacked last.
No, it's tasted Enjamin. It wants to eat me.
Ah!
Dude!
That would have killed me.
80.
And then you
Oh.
make
Oh,
a
yuck.
Constitution save.
Right. So jump onto my character sheet, find Constitution. Something's wrong with my stats. Hold on. Yeah, my hold on. Actually 16. Stats didn't translate 1 per 1. Okay. And roll a save.
Okay, so your first roll is not good. So you um
I don't see that roll.
I
uh,
don't see the roll.
yeah,
Who's GM? Yeah.
it keeps whispering it. I have to fix his sheet. I don't know why. But you fail and have now contracted a disease, and you are going to lose 3 maximum hit points every day until you die if you do not get this disease cured.
Awesome.
And then I will be AFK for just 1 second. I will hear everything you guys say, but will not be able to push my button for push to talk.
Somebody kill this thing.
Nah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, you're out.
Yeah, I'm just gone. Bye.
Tristan out.
Oh my god, I can't believe you. You should be fine by 3rd level. For a paladin, then you'd be immune. Gee.
Yeah.
I did not expect this kind of day.
Neither did I.
I'm exhausted. It's such a long travel day, and
I have to say though, this is fitting very well with the character. My character.
yeah, me too. I did
My character's not smart at all. So running in here without my armor, with only a glaive, is exactly what I would have done.
I want to think that this is standard for you in the academy, and I've actually done this a few times with you.
I got good grades.
You got good grades, but
It is Kristen's turn. The DM said he could hear everything we did. He just couldn't
but
talk.
his timer is still. I don't think he did his rat movement or things like that, and the timer automatically skips the turn if it goes past it.
Okay, got it.
So he still needs to do the rat turn.
I'm gonna have to turn into a pumpkin at midnight, so hopefully we'll have this taken care of by then.
Yeah, so that's a time zone kind of thing, Sean. So I'm also in the East Coast time zone.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Jeff?
I'm at it's 8:30 for me, so yeah.
So it's 28 minutes remaining.
There are no giant rats. Their turns have been taken. Tristan, please do your turn.
Okay.
Get home for us.
Go for attack on the queen. 11.
Your glaive bounces off the rat queen's thick hide. You know, the really sad part about this is Nicholas's attack, had he been able to make it, would have almost downed the rat queen.
I hit it.
You hit it with the blunt end, dealing 6 damage.
Yep. If I hit it twice, Nicholas.
Let's see what I can do. I've got to go ahead and try to attack it. I hit done instead of attack, so
Go ahead and do your attack.
Son of a bitch!
Wow, that's not good.
Trying to defend your brother and fend off the rat queen, you miss with your attack.
I think I'm going to roll a death save.
Yeah, let's hope you continue to roll well. There we go.
Nice.
Good deal.
Woohoo! Hanging on.
The diseased giant rat queen bites at Tristan.
Yay.
Does
12
not
doesn't
hit. It doesn't hit, right? Because you have your
leather armor in a sense.
Yeah, plus your
So
dex.
that's plus. Yeah, so it's my dex should be 13 now.
Yep. So
Your DC.
right, your armor class is 13. So it does not hit you and drop you. How wonderful is that?
Very nice.
I'm happy about it.
I mean, something's got to go right.
Well, there have been a lot of critical hits.
It's been a crazy amount, actually. On a first level, gee, this is my turn again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come
Come
on.
come on.
Ugh! Roll attack 20, dirty 20, 5 damage. And then for my second attack,
Swinging your glaive hard into the giant rat queen,
6 damage.
you sink your blade into her skull. It doesn't kill her. You can see that she is still fighting, so you rip the axe end out, swinging the blunt end up and into her bottom jaw, knocking her out cold.
Yep, this is what I live for.
Yay!
I'm like, Einjamin, this is how you... Oh, right. You're still no flower.
That's okay, Tristan. I've seen you do it. I'll make sure he knows how much you saved his life.
Good, good. That's what I live for.
You guys suck.
Only one of us is dead.
I find we suck.
So to give this a neat and tidy little bow to wrap everything up, having killed the diseased giant rat queen, you guys quickly apply first aid to your fallen comrade and inspect the rest of the warehouse, finding several ratlings and smaller giant rats that seem to have the fight taken out of them with their queen out of commission. Most everything runs from you at this point. However, when you inspect the upper left-hand room and open up the door, I'll take the dynamic lighting off so that you guys can actually get in there now. So now you guys can go into that room and you will see that because you did not rush to his aid right away, the guard in here has actually succumbed to his wounds and is dead.
I totally didn't even notice that first door on top of there.
Oh yeah, that's because the dynamic lighting had it hidden, but when Nicholas came up this way, I pinged
I
it.
still don't see the door. Okay, yeah, the dynamic lighting is still on for me.
Yeah, me too, but I can see everything.
There you go. Now you can see.
Two dead guards?
Well, the other guy, I just moved him in here because he's carrying a torch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. I need a torch.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see in the dark without a light.
No, I can't.
Well, that was harrowing.
Why did I come here?
You guys did
Benjamin.
well until everyone died.
What did you drag me into? I know I'm your friend, but a little more warning.
Well, there was no more warning to give. The guard came in, yelling, wounded.
But did you have to? But did you have to run here without your armor? One of the first classes, the first lessons, Nicholas. I expected better from you. You're supposed to be prepared. I understand Einjamin. It's him. We all understand. But
when Einjamin goes running off, what am I supposed to do?
I just need to get all this blood and disease. Are you actually? You don't look that good, Nicholas. Are you okay?
Oh, I think I'm going to need to see someone about this.
You hold up your bitten arm and you can just see that it is already turning bright red and just it already looks infected.
I have a healer's kit. Can I do it or a medicine check or something?
Yeah, if you have the healer's kit, you get advantage on the roll.
All right, let me just bring up my character sheet again.
So-
Skill, I am not proficient, and let me just click it.
Ooh.
19.
So, what you're able to do is basically relieve the symptoms. So he isn't experiencing the intense burning that he was experiencing at first, but the disease is yeah, exactly.
I'm so sorry. I should have thought better of just Brendan.
It's okay. It's been a day. It's
Yeah, it's fine. Nicholas is just gonna die of the plague. Like, no biggie.
We'll find a healer.
There has to be.
Fine.
But we should actually contact.
But,
This
but
seems like
I'll pay for it. I'll pay. Where's my money?
Oh yeah, you hadn't noticed your money was gone yet.
I think a few gold pieces will be not enough for a healing of the sword.
I
have a little bit of gold. It's okay. Let's figure this out.
I think I've been robbed.
It's what, like a few gold pieces, whatever. Just
Well,
keep going.
no, it was a lot more than that. But no,
Okay, sorry, 5 gold pieces. And a few
this has
silver.
been a horrible night.
We first need to do this. Is there's food everywhere and there's full of blood. We need to contact whoever's in charge of this area. But I need to sleep. And the water's cold. Oh,
Oh yeah, you were enjoying your bath. You were right in the middle of that.
What water? What water do you mean, man?
bath water. It's, you know what? I start walking out.
Yeah.
I search very carefully on the way out, looking to see where I dropped my my gold my money pouch.
Why
Actually,
don't you
I'm
go
kidding.
ahead and do an investigation roll in order to or inspect do an inspect roll to look around and see if you can find your dropped money purse.
Okay. The investigation is not my strong suit.
I don't think it's anybody's strong suit in this
We'll
part.
do our best. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't find anything anywhere along the route back to the inn.
Where could I have dropped it?
I see him look around, and I'm like, I shake my head and have a look as well. Because my character does not know you've been robbed.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't even really realize he's been robbed just yet. Like, he could have dropped it or something, but yeah.
Nope, I see nothing.
Okay.
Well,
But as we were actually in the room itself with the dead guards, was there anything we noticed aside from just being dead?
Just that he had been bitten by a humongous rat.
I've got a wound just like that.
Yeah. You guys can be wound buddies.
All right. XP,
I'm not sure what
I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
So,
Yep.
the giant rat queen was a challenge rating 1. The giant rats were challenge rating 1/8, and the giant rat leans were challenge rating 1/32. So, I will add up all of the X's and divide up the XP amongst your characters, and you will have that updated for you next week, as well as the macros for lay on hands, the blunt end of the glaive, fix all of the macros for Tristan, second wind macro for Einjamin.
Oh, and figure out why this short sword wasn't working.
Yeah.
And I also need a second wind as well.
Oh, okay. And give Tristan a second wind too. So I will get all of that set up and ready for you guys for next week. I hope that you enjoyed your first session of Heroes
Oh, I loved
Wanted.
it.
Great time, real fun.
It's yeah, this is gonna work fantastic.
Yep.
Excellent. Always, good to hear. No matter how many times you hear it, it always feels good, So, uh,
And
I'm
I think I'll change my name again.
don't you dare. So, thank you guys for playing,
Good.
and you guys have a wonderful evening.
All right. Good night.
Good
Thanks,
night,
everybody.
guys.
Thank you.
Although it's like 8 o'clock for me, so
Uh,
I'm gonna add you guys to my friends list for now.
for now, fair enough.
Yeah, once we're
Yes.
done, I